Homework sheet 12, question 3. In part A, we're asked to express fx in the form x minus a all squared plus b, where a and b are integers. What this means is we need to complete the square on the equation that we're given. To complete the square, half the x term goes inside the brackets, subtract that number squared. When we square a negative, we're going to get a positive, so we still need to subtract that positive number to get a minus 9 plus 18. And then we just need to simplify the constant on the outside to get x minus 3 all squared plus 9. In part B, we're asked to sketch the curve and indicate the coordinates of its minimum point and where it meets the axis. Our minimum point is going to be at 3, 9. The x-coordinate is the opposite sign to the number that's inside the bracket. The y-coordinate is the same sign as the number that is inside the bracket. Because we've got a positive x squared expression, that means that we have a U-shaped parabola. And then we also need to give the coordinates of where it crosses the y-axis. We can do this by just plugging in x equals 0 into our original equation at the top of the page to get 0, 18. Part C asks us to solve where this quadratic meets the line y equals 41. To do that, we'll set our quadratic equal to 41. We're told to give our answers in the form p plus q root 2, which means this equation is not going to factorise. We can either use the quadratic formula or we can complete the square. As we've already completed the square, I'm just going to use this for the first part of the equation. I'm going to set the left-hand side equal to my answer to part A. And then if I take away 9 from both sides, I get x minus 3 all squared equals 32. When I square root both sides, it is important to not forget the plus or minus. Now root 32 is not in the form root 2, so this surd needs to be simplified. I can split that up into root 16 root 2 to get plus or minus 4 root 2 here. Finally, all I have to do is add 3 to both sides to get my two solutions, x equals 3 plus or minus 4 root 2.